Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As promised, it is I, Jasmine, on day 10 of the 50-day superhuman body and mind transformation challenge. It's my birthday. I turn 60 today. I was born at 3:30 Pacific time in Newport Beach, California, at the world famous Hoag Hospital. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. I wish my mom and my brother and everyone who has moved on to the next realm, astral plane, I wish them all the best on my birthday. And for selfish reasons, I wish I could give them a big flesh and bones hug here on this planet. But anyway, I feel like I'm doing pretty good on day 10 of the 50-day challenge. So today what I'm going to show everybody is some actual functional stuff. I gotta move my massage stool out of the way. So anyway, here we go. Day 10, I'm going to show actual ab work exercises because I've been telling everybody that I'm going to get in this superhuman shape by day 50. And so if it's going to be a worthwhile challenge or something that people want to do, I'm going to have to show results. So this is me on day 10, where I have a lot of adipose tissue that I'm still trying to deal with right here. And you know, it pockets. There are these fat pockets that form in your body. A lot of people, and me included, happens in the midsection. It's because around the pelvis and the core, this is where we store some fat, and it's where we get weak first, and that leads to back problems, and it leads to front problems, it leads to visceral problems, and leads to all kinds of problems. But anyway, so what we're doing today is we're just going to hang and lengthen a little bit. And so right here, all I'm doing is keeping my shoulders pretty firm and held tightly here so I can keep this angle. But the rest of my body is completely relaxed, or at least that's what I'm trying to do, to completely relax the rest of my body and let it truly hang. Take about 3 or 4 nice deep breaths as you just let your body hang. And you're focusing on your lumbar spine here, because your lumbar spine doesn't have your rib cage to support it. It doesn't have your iliums to support it like your sacrum does. It doesn't have your rib cage to support it like your thoracic spine does. So your lumbar spine, even though it sometimes gets compromised because it doesn't have a support system or a cage built around it, one of the benefits of that is that it can get lengthened, and you can become taller by lengthening your visceral cavity, thus lengthening the disc height in your lumbar spine. So after a nice stretch like I just did, I'm going to come up here, I'm going to take a little inventory. I feel like a warm sensation in my abdominals from that stretch. So now I'm going to take a couple deep breaths and really look at my abdomen. And I can see I have some lint in my belly button, which I always do. So I'm going to try and get that out of there, because we're making a TV show, for crying out loud. Can't have lint in the belly button. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Arms back in the harnesses, and we're going to do a couple exercises. Just 10 to start. No big deal. Exhale when you're exerting. Slow on the way down. Slow on the way down. slow on the way down. As you can see, I have a slight distortion in my lower right quadrant of my abdominals, which we talked about, I believe, in episode 8, where I have a collapse over there on that side. So it has something to do with my large intestine and my liver, even though my liver is in great shape because I've never liked alcohol in my life. I think that's probably one of the things that is benefiting me now that I'm 60. Oh my God. I'm 60 years old, you guys. But I feel good, you know? But one of the things that has truly benefited me in my life is the fact that my liver is pretty fresh. It gets rejuvenated. Every 2 to 3 months, I have a brand new liver, and that's because I don't go heavy on the toxins. And I know alcohol's fun. It's festive. People love it. It's a great distraction. It's a great way to avoid dealing with the real perplexing stuff in your life, the real issues, the true essence of we humans as we live. Alcohol really helps us put all that off for tomorrow. Alcohol is the great procrastinator medicine, the procrastinating medicine. Let's go have a drink. And while it's festive as all get out, and there's so much joy in having a drink with your friends, and it's fun. There's no doubt it's fun. And life should be about fun. But in my opinion, to truly experience fun, you have to be clean. You have to be as clean as you possibly can. And when you're clean, your body rewards you by helping you jump higher, run faster, be stronger, be happier, be more supportive, be more empathetic, be more caring, be more loving. So just remember that. Okay, so now we're gonna see what our abs are doing on a transverse abdominis exercise. We're gonna suck our stomachs in, exhale completely, stand on, most of my weight is on my right foot. I'm gonna bring my stomach in. Now I'm going to do the same thing with most of the weight on my left leg. Exhale completely. Transverse abdominis. So what I'm doing there, I'll quickly say, is I exhale everything, then I suck in my transverse abdominis, and then I work and try to isolate my rectus abdominis. So you can see that line in the middle. So I'll stand on both legs to do it one more time. Exhale completely, suck in transverse, fire transverse. So what I'm doing there, and it's so fun, is I'm just kind of rolling back and forth from right to left, sort of rolling my belly, but on the transverse plane, a mid-sagittal dissection, sort of, is what I'm trying to do here. So here I can check out my internal and external obliques. And if we're going to isolate those with an exercise, we simply start like this. Move your legs to one side, then all the way up to the other side. Down, 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 And my little technique with doing abdominal work is I never count. I never count how many I'm doing. I just simply feel what's happening in my body. And when I feel I can't do any more, I do one more. And then I do 10 more after that. So let's do the same thing other side. I don't know how many I did going the other way, and it doesn't matter. But I do know that due to my collapse a little, my little slight collapse on the right side, I am focusing about keeping my right external oblique open on this exercise. That time I felt like I couldn't do any more. And I just said, I can't do any more. Because you got to listen to your body when it comes to these things. So then, so one thing you got to remember is that this position right here, hanging, and I know it has a lot of biblical implications here, because this is obviously the position that Jesus was in when he was crucified. But what this does is it truly lets you take inventory of your entire body. And it lets you understand the hardship that anyone who was crucified must have faced and endured in that position. I just couldn't imagine being in that position until the birds came and started eating you. Anyway, these are not the birthday thoughts and that I was planning on when I started this day 10 episode, but you know, it's real. So like for instance, if you're in this position right here, which is as vulnerable as one can be, you truly take inventory of what's going on with yourself. Lengthen. Okay, now let's do 9 breaths real quick while we're being supported and hung by these harnesses. Here we go. Well, don't do that by yourself at home. Bad idea. I think that's how that singer of In Excess died. But anyway, you know, he had these harnesses around his throat and his neck, so we're not doing that. But don't do 9 breath when you're in this position. I just learned that right now. Okay, we're gonna do that one more time. Weight on the left foot, blow everything out. I think I've been up here long enough. Video's got to be under 10 minutes or nobody will watch. These kids They want everything so quick. So anyway, let's do this. Boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka, and just let it lengthen. Let your abs lengthen. All right. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Chad Jasmine. Happy birthday to moi. And many more. In Qigong, I'm at the midway point. I've lived half of my life. In Qigong, everyone lives to 120 minimum. So if I were to die an early death, today would be my midlife. My midlife. People like to put the word crisis after the word midlife. And there's no reason to do that. Because there's no crisis. We're all just living on seriously house money at this point. I love you. Give me a kiss. I'm trying real hard, and by day 50, it's a 50-day challenge, I'm gonna be ripped like the kids. Okay, I love you. Give me a kiss. Be nice. Be nice.